Welcome to John's Workshop, and in this video we show you how to repair and reinstall the speedometer cable. During the trip, the odometer locked up as you saw in a previous video, and the speedometer cable sheared, so this basically is what happened. This would spin in the transmission, and then this is the cable that goes up to the speedometer, so essentially this was just spinning around here, nothing was happening. So the next step is to figure out how to reattach this here. And looking very closely at this region, it looks like they actually had some kind of maybe lead or some metal that was there actually increasing the diameter. So it looks like this actually was turned down a little bit compared to here. The windings here are kind of flattened on the outside edge compared to here. And then some soft metal was added here, which might have been lead or solder, then to add thickness and then allow this part to be kind of either wedged on here, or it may have been soldered on, which is what I'm thinking about doing here. And then that would allow this to then break free if it got into the similar situation. I've got this hooked in the vise here and got this cleaned up. I'm going to put a little bit of flux, this soldering flux for copper tubing, and so I'm going to put a little bit of flux in here to try to make sure that makes a good joint. I don't really want it to be too good of a joint because this is supposed to shear off if something goes wrong. So got a little flux in there, and then I'm just going to use, or try to use, this electrical solder. And then I've got a heat gun for paint stripping, which actually gets hot enough to melt that solder. So here we go. I'll try and get this heated up here, and we'll see what happens. I think it's going to take a while to get this thing hot enough to actually absorb solder. But I don't think I really want to use a torch for this. Okay, a little bit is wicking in there, and that may be all we need. Now that it's cooled down, it really appears to be bonded on there pretty well. So I think we're good to go. That feels like that will certainly allow this to run the speedometer. My hope is that it's not bonded on there too well, so that if this does need to release again at some point in the future, that the solder that I put in there will allow that to happen. Next step on the speedometer cable is this would have to go back through the sheath, and once it comes out under the car, then these two, actually there are two washers here, and then this clip will go back on and retain this, but you can only put that on once you've gotten this through the sheath of the cable. So we've got the repaired speedometer cable, and we're going to try to reinstall this in the sheath of the cable. So Chris is holding that cable, and I'm going to try to see if we can fit this in. So far, okay, there we go. Oh, it's found a corner. It's not happy about the corner. Uh-oh.
Keep turning and pushing.
Yeah, it's not going. It feels like it's kind of stalled out. I think we've got a corner that is not able to take that straight piece. Since that didn't work, our plan is to disconnect the screw holding the speedometer cable at the firewall and try to work it through here with that disconnected to allow this to be straightened out a little bit more. We'll see if that works. All right, and the question this time is whether this will fit through there around the corner or not. So here we go. Okay, that's about where we're getting stuck. I don't know if you can feel it in there.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
Keep going.
I think it went a little bit. Ah, okay. So by flexing out under the firewall,
You're passing.
we were able to get it past that bend, and now we have a little bit more left, and we have another bend, I think, somewhere.
There shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stuck somewhere else.
1 second. That's right at the transmission, then I can easily get around that.
Okay. I'm about 18 inches away from it. And there's a bend.
Okay, try now.
Oh, that went right through. Okay. Oh, now I gotta, oh, there it goes. It's all the way in. Do you see the end? Is the end sticking out?
No. Oh, there. Well, oh.
That's all the way in. You should see it turning.
I see it, but how's that? Don't pull it out.
Okay.
There's crap all over it.
Okay.
I'm gonna wipe it off.
So it's all the way in.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. So then we'll have to.
Oh, yeah, I got it because the screw, you push that up and then you can see it better.
Oh. Oh, we may need your
You may unbend it.
unbending out here, yeah.
By the way, you're live, and we always come up with words like unbending. Like a real word. That makes sense.
We know what we're talking about. Oops, hold on, let's see. Huh, that was it.
Yeah, I just have to wiggle it a little bit.
Okay. And now,
So if you wiggle it just a little bit, then you can get it to do what you need to do.
gotcha. We're going to put the speedometer cable back in, and we've greased it up. You can see it's got this red grease all over it. And we're not going to get that on the interior anywhere. Right, Chris? Although I think it might get on the steering wheel just a little bit.
You need help? You got it.
I think I got it. All right, so I'm grabbing the input here, and in we go. And we're going to get to the part where Chris has to twist things out there. Okay?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. And he's straightening that piece out in front behind the firewall, and I just kind of twist it through there, and on we go. Getting a little bit of grease on the steering wheel, which will wipe off easily.
It'll make it easier to turn.
And it'll make it easier to turn, right? Okay. And we'll get this in here, except for about 18 inches or so. There's one more kink. And from down below, Chris is going to straighten that out. Okay. And, all right, it's almost, there it is. It's all the way in from up here. That's it. So down below, here's the cable coming out. And what was the trick down here? What did you have to do?
I'm not really sure. It was only coming to the edge, and then once you went, I got my fingernail on it, and then I was able to pull it the rest of the way out.
So we have to be.
So I don't know if I got slack. Like, see there, I just pulled a little more. I guess we're getting slack out of the.
Yeah, out of the outer sheath.
Maybe.
So now we have to pull that out a little ways, and then we put the 2 washers and the circlip on there, and we should be done. Below, we put that circlip and the 2 washers back on, and this is ready to reinstall in the transmission. You might have to turn it a little bit, the actual cable, the little thing that sticks out maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it'll turn without.
You want me to touch it? I can reach it.
Yeah.
We'll give it a little bit of a turn and then try it again.
There it is.
Okay.
I want to wipe those threads off.
Okay.
I got it.
You got it? Yeah, you do look a little messed up there. All right.
Alrighty. That's it. I'm going to tighten it just a hair of the pliers.
All right.
Just above snug.
Sounds good. We are reinstalling the speedometer. First step is to put all of the light bulbs, which are now LED here, into the proper slot. And this is how you can kind of tell which one's which.
It's a panel.
That should go
here. That's a panel.
Yeah.
Should be one more panel. That's a panel. Because that one is also our dimmer for the oxygen sensors. I'm right through the middle of that one with that one. Maybe that'll work that way. So that's going to be a turn signal in the brights.
Okay. Now I got the headlights on. One of those should then be the brights, I guess. Huh?
That's the brights. This one.
Okay.
That's the brights.
Nice.
And that leaves that one.
Process of elimination. Uh-oh.
Well, sometimes that works and sometimes there it goes.
Oh, I just saw it flash.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then
A cable for the reset.
there it went. Oh wow, that's super easy.
All right, all 3 screws are in and tight.
Okay.
And now from underneath, we're going to reinstall the cable. We've got the felt washer soaked with oil that goes on there first, and here's the cable being reinstalled. You can't really see that too well, but it's going on pretty easily. The repair is complete, and the speedometer is back to working. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.